Hello and welcome to this special interview here on Blab. My name is Hilary Steele. I'm editor of Kent Women in Business magazine and the soon-to-be launched live streamer. As part of the interview series, we have a very special guest this evening, and that is none other than the Dame Kelly Holmes. Hi, Kelly.
Hello. Hi.
Nice to see you.
Everyone else. Yeah.
And this is Kelly's first experience of Blab, so this might be a little bit more daunting than what she's about to do. And can you give us a little idea of what's coming up? Because first of all, most people might know you as a middle distance runner.
Yes, so 11-year retired middle distance runner. Yes, and I am now attempting, and I will say that word very strongly, attempting to run the London Marathon, which is completely the opposite of what I've ever done in my whole life, and I find it very, very difficult. But I am trying to raise £250,000 for 5 charities, so there's an incentive to do it.
250,000, 5 charities.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a quick rundown on the 5? Yep.
So rundown. I live in Kent, and a lot of people know of a couple of the charities that are from here. Hospice and Wheels, which is a very well-known charity in our area. My coach, Dave Arnold, passed away there 2 years to the day I won my 2nd gold medal. So it's a charity that I'm patron of for many years, and they're basically a respite for the last days of someone's life. So obviously I was going to pick them. Pickering Centre is a very small charity, completely run and supported by volunteers only. They have to raise £45,000 a year to stay afloat. I met a lady called Polly who runs the charity on New Year's Eve, and we were there on stage together, and she had said to me that she had survived cancer for the 2nd time when I'd won my 2nd gold medal as well. So that felt like her double gold, and just because of her own sort of energy and passion for charity, she basically runs Pickering Centre, which is a emotional support centre for anyone either suffering with or have had loved ones suffer or passed away from cancer, and it's there for medical support and psychological help, etc., and medical services. So that's brilliant. My other charity is my own, Dame Kelly Holmes Trust. It's something I set up nearly 9 years ago now. We basically help young people in areas of deprivation with essentially disadvantaged backgrounds, and they're just a charity that basically I'm always going to support. We've helped over 200,000 young people, and we utilise the skills of retired sports people to get these athletes into work, training or education. My other one is Mind UK. Mind UK is obviously in the limelight in the news quite regularly now, or anything to do with depression, especially with teenagers, and that's been real difficult to sort of see how it's affecting so many young people, either depression, self-harm, both of those which I've suffered with myself, or suicide to the extreme. And so I think if I can bring awareness and that it doesn't become this hidden disability that no one talks about or has a stigmatism around, then hopefully I can just voice my own support for that. And is that it? Oh, myeloma UK. Myeloma UK is a cancer that my mother's been is having had. She just went into remission last week. It's a cancer that's very unknown. It's a blood cancer, but a lot of people have it. It's, again, not one of those cancers that's publicised enough, but the survival rate is actually only 45% because it's incurable, it's only treatable. And so my mother will get it back again in about 2 years' time, and hopefully if she has a treatment again, hopefully it'll be as successful as this time, but you never know. So again, it's one of those that I just wanted to bring awareness to.
Wow. So when did you decide that you were going to run the marathon?
January the 4th.
Seriously, January the 4th?
January the 4th.
Okay. So nothing like a small lead time, so a 4-month lead time.
If I've made any bad decisions in my life, I think it's this one.
But it is pushing yourself. So is this pushing yourself more than when you were on Bear Grylls?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I think people, because you underestimate, for years and years. I mean, I've literally been running properly since I was 11, literally full time. And the training that I used to do is quite short, sharp, high intensity, very short recovery, but you just go, stop, go. And this is completely different biomechanically. It's different. I'm a 4-foot runner, meaning I run up on my toes, which puts obviously a lot of stress on the Achilles calf and lower back, and that isn't conducive to long running, and I am really finding it difficult. One, the mental approach to running long distances, I find it extremely hard to get my head around the length of time that I have to be out, and then the physical impact that it's having on my body is quite extreme at the moment.
So have you got a team helping you out here, helping you out with this?
Well, yeah, I've been quite fortunate at one of the institutes up at in Harley Street. They work for BOA, so one of the physios who works for the British Olympic Association has kindly been donating his time because of the charity effect to support me. I've even been in hospital this morning, to have some injections into my spine because I had really severe inflammatory responses to my nervous system, which was whole over my body. So I've been suffering quite a lot, to be honest.
Wow. But as well as suffering, what you've been doing is you've really raised a bit of a bigger knowledge community about all the park runs that go on. And I was in Southend when you went to the other one, and I was at a party in Southend, and they were saying, oh, she didn't come here, we wanted her to come here, we wanted her to come to Southend. Yeah. So you're really getting people excited about all these park runs and just turning up. How do you decide which one you're going to just go to?
Oh, well, it's a last minute decision, to be honest. It's based on where I'm going to be the rest of that day. But the best bit about what I've been doing is getting back into the running fraternity. And I don't mean elite athletics at all. What I mean is, going to these park runs has just been so much fun. You've seen people from all different backgrounds, different ages, different ambitions, just everything. And it's just a lot of fun to be in that network where people were there for the same reason, whether it's to socialise, whether it's just to get fitter, healthier, lose weight, whatever it may be. All of those types of people are there. And so what I decided to do on Twitter, obviously the power of social media, is just to generate some fun. And I kind of pick 3 locations that I may well be able to get to. And then what I do is if they interact with me, whoever starts interacting with me the most, to the point of blackmail, like Prosecco, cake, chocolate, no. There's no
all the things,
no shame in this. Then I tend to go. And then the one with the Southend was it was between Basildon and Southend. And I was driving, literally that morning, I still hadn't decided. I was driving, a friend of mine came to pick me up, driving down the motorway. There was a sign saying Basildon 7 miles, I think, and Southend 17. I still hadn't decided. And then I kept looking through the Twitter feed of all these people saying, and I was like, right, I'm going to Basildon. And so all the Southend people got very disappointed, and the Basildon, and I just literally turn up probably 5 minutes before the race starts, jump over, take my little barcode, and that's it, run with them. Start off.
Excellent.
It's brilliant.
But you're getting, I've been looking at your Twitter feed getting ready for today, and I've seen over the last few weeks some real engagement with people, and it just seems to get that level of excitement. And social media, like you say, is using the power of social media. How do you think now, because people are going to be watching you, knowing that this is something completely out of your comfort zone. Now I know, for example, such a short lead time. If you get to a point where you are heading towards hitting a wall in anything, how do you get over that? How do you focus your mind back on track?
I think it's just about having the goal that you set yourself. Doesn't matter what walk of life. I mean, in this situation, I've obviously set myself this massive challenge of getting around a marathon, actually getting to the marathon injury free, and then getting around the marathon, and that's what's keeping me going. Realistically, I probably shouldn't be running, but. In terms of physically running, because the impact my body's having. But I've set myself a goal, and at the end of the day, keep focused on that. And I think no one really is successful without going through ups and downs anyway. And actually, the hard times, we get through those, it makes it all worthwhile. I don't think anything goes plain sailing. So for me personally, it's just having that objective that I've set myself. I'm going to do it. I have no choice, and I've got to do it.
Have you done anything like a half marathon to date?
Yeah, well, actually, how it started was last year. I did a half marathon in Reykjavik, Iceland. I was there with some friends, and they randomly entered us all into this half marathon. And it was the morning, and we were all late for the start. they started off on the race, and then we hadn't had breakfast in the morning, and they just like ran in this half marathon. I can't believe I just like literally ran this half marathon. Kept looking at about 8 miles. I was thinking, Jesus, I can't do this. It's like so long. It's just so boring, you know. Anyway, I did it. Pulled my calf on the last 100 meters, and then I'd hardly run since. And then about 3 weeks ago, was it the Tunbridge Wells half marathon? I was starting the race, and in my head was like, oh, I've got to do this long. I'm going to have to do a long run myself. And I was umming and ahhing whether I'd actually do that race. But I started everybody off. 1,700 people went, and then in the end, I just thought, oh, bugger it, I'll jump down. I jumped down. All I'd had was 2 yogurts in the morning, no warm up, and ran the Tunbridge Wells half marathon. Now, if anyone knows about the Tunbridge Wells half marathon, there is this humongous hill in Falkirk. It's about a mile long. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And the problem is because I started about 5 minutes behind everyone, catching everyone up. I'm having to say, hi, you know, chat. You know, my brain was like, as I'm going up this hill, you know, passing people. Then schoolgirl area, novice, I had to do my laces up twice, stop and do my laces. So all these people going past me, and I'm running past them. And I was busted, literally busted at the end of it because like literally no warm-up. I mean, really, I am doing the complete opposite to what my life was as an international athlete. All the things that I tell people, preach to people, I am not doing.
That's quite interesting. And are people heckling you about this on this kind of strategy on Twitter, or are they being respectful and just saying, yeah, go for it?
I'm being very honest to people on Twitter that, you know, this is about getting around and raising money for these people, charities. And I think what hopefully they're seeing is that, you know, you are actually a human being. I might have done something quite significant. I went to medals, but I am 11 years older. I was older when I won those medals. And actually, you know, I'm just doing it, I don't know, just I suppose it's, you know, to do something, have a challenge, a real big challenge in my life, which I always feel I need to have anyway. And then it is really part and parcel of getting back into that running fraternity. And then, you know, I've always been a mentor for many years, and I've been on one of Bev James's 2-day little coaching courses. Bev James, anyone doesn't know, runs Coaching Academy, and realised the difference between coaching people and mentoring people. And actually that's what I want to kind of build later on in the year, a platform to help people, you know, set their own goals and try and deliver them.
That's amazing. I having also worked with Bev, I'm quite aware of goal setting and making sure you achieve them, yeah. which is something. One of the coolest moments I've ever had with you was at an event for your Dame Kelly Holmes Trust in Tunbridge. Mm-hmm. And I sat with Sue, who's here in the room, and we watched the replay. Your mum was on the table as well. And we were sitting there at the table, and we were watching the replay of you getting the double gold. And we were all sitting there, and you were going, and we all knew the result. And it was one of the most coolest moments. So I'm actually going to make sure I try and see you crossing that line, because I firmly believe you will cross that line. When you do it, and after you recover, what's going to be the celebratory plan?
Oh boy, well, I already know I won't be walking for about I already have got that in my head. I might have to take the whole week off after it and just not do anything. So that's already computed in there. That I just take it. That's going to happen, and then it will be eating as much crap as possible because I don't know about the celebratory thing. I think literally I'll just be so zonked out. It'll be like, oh, I've already said to people I'll never do another marathon again in my life, and I haven't done one yet.
You never know. Never say never. You never know how it's going to bug you. Catch the bug, not bug you. Sue's saying you're going to be drinking Prosecco.
Oh, yeah. Oh, plenty of that. Don't you worry. And chocolate. Lots of chocolate.
So you've cut out all this? You've cut out the chocolate all the way through this? Or are you still having some as a... Because you're running it off, aren't you?
Yeah, look, I haven't been thinking... On one side, everyone that's listening to me is eat properly, make sure your diet is right, make sure you refuel and fuel enough. I'm at the moment not doing that. So I'm paying the price. So that's the wrong thing to do. So what I am doing at the moment is what, you know, I preach to everyone, don't do. Recovery is key. Time off is key from running. You know, refueling and hydrating is so important. And I am suffering from it. So you actually, at the end of the day, that's what I've got to do. I've got to get my head back. And for me, it's more about getting my head back into a mentality that focuses on the fitness side, because I do a lot of high intensity training at the moment. So the HIIT, people talk about HIIT training or insanity or whatever it is. And, it's completely different, and you might feel in a different way for that, but it's short, sharp, it's over, 20, 30 minutes. Whereas I'm running, my longest run last week was 18 miles. And, I was just so busted that instead of doing what I should do, refuel within 30 minutes and have an ice bath and do whatever, I was just like zonked out of it. So, of course, then I've paid the price because I'm not doing it. So I've just got to get over what I've had today, and then when I get back into running next week, just concentrate on the next 6 weeks, because otherwise I won't get there.
Will you do the 26 miles, 26.2 miles, isn't it, before the marathon? Will you reach that kind of distance, or is that the first time you will do that whole distance?
That's the first time. So from the advice I've either got or been reading about, they say 22 miles is the longest one you do, and you do that about 3 weeks before.
Okay.
So I'll probably do, I hope between now and then I'll do a 20 and a 22, and then obviously some shorter ones. But let's see.
Fantastic. Could there be a book in the pipeline about this whole experience?
Oh my gosh. They want to see what I've been saying, talking about. It could be a good read.
I just looked up on the shelf, actually. I have a book of yours up there. I have Kelly Holmes, the red one. I can't see what it is from that angle, but yes, I have one of your books here.
Black, White and Gold. That was my autobiography. I think I finished, my last edition of that was in 2008. So yeah, it's a long time ago.
Wow. I must get it signed next time. See, that'd be funny. Do you think when you're running, people might say, Kelly, can I have your autograph?
When I'm running this time, it'll be headphones on and that's it. Head down and just getting through it. And then hopefully, if I'm still in one piece going down Pall Mall, then just enjoy all, what the marathon's about. If you're going to do a marathon, it's got to be the best one in the world, which arguably is London. And I went there last year. I was supporting some friends. The atmosphere was just incredible. I mean, really was. It was just one of those days where you just, you literally get tingles in you with, all the support and the empathy and everything that goes with the London Marathon, what people were doing it for. So, if anything, I'm looking forward to that kind of finishing straight for many reasons.
You're kind of a national hero, so there's going to be a hell of a lot of support for you along the way. There's going to be, I can just imagine it, people when they spot you. And do you think that that's got to be a motivating factor, knowing that all these people are behind you and wishing you on? And
yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to have a big sign on there saying, "Oh, athlete, give me a break." So if people clear of what this is about, there's no expectations here. Okay.
Okay, so you've got to remember that during the 26.2 miles, you won't be tweeting.
No.
I am joking.
I get so set up at every hour that I know I'm running. So, oh God, this is hell. Help.
Yeah, cheer me on. Come and cheer me on. Yeah. So, how can people get involved? We've got, if people want to actually get involved and donate by text, they can text KRUN26 and the amount, £10, for example, to 70070. That's KRUN26. The amount, for example, £10 with a pound sign at 70070. I'm also going to post the link in here again, so we'll see it in this chat side. But people can follow you on Twitter at Dame Kelly Holmes.
Yes.
Take you on.
And at K Charity Runners.
Heroes. At K Charity Heroes.
K Charity Heroes as well. And we've got quite a lot of events going on. So doing lots of different fundraising events. I have a Runners Hub here at my cafe. I'm in my cafe in Hildenborough, Cafe 1809. So we've got Runners Hub in the morning, another one on the 12th of April. And then we've got a Pamper Day on March 23rd as well. So if anyone's following on Twitter, if they join that, they see all the events that we've got going on.
Can I just say award-winning Cafe 1809?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Award-winning Cafe 1809. It's unfortunate you have an event tomorrow that coincides with I'm speaking at the B2B. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd love to have been there tomorrow. So I hope that goes really well.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add? Anything you wanna chuck out there?
No. I mean, just more around. Obviously, in Kent, you're doing some fantastic work in there. inspiring business leaders, which is brilliant. I think Kent as a whole is amazing county for inspiration and all the networking events that they do. Generally, people want to watch me on Twitter, go through my woos, highs and lows. Hopefully, amongst all of the laughs that you'll give me, you might get some inspiration from what I do and what I try and help other people achieve. And if you want to carry on with the banter on the old park runs, then please do. Or if you want to come for a coffee at Cafe 189, please do. Anything else I can plug?
Anything else you want to plug? It's absolutely fine. Anything else coming up? Not a new book. We're not so sure yet.
Sure. I've actually got another big event on my birthday, April the 19th. It's going to be an exclusive charity fundraising bash. We've got some information coming out about that, which we'll send you.
Yes, do.
Kind of quite high price seats, but it's going to be quite exclusive. A lot of good entertainment, free meal, free booze, blah, blah, blah in London. So we'll send you some information about that, and you can maybe send that out if anyone wants to sponsor.
More than happy to.
So we've done it where people can, it's basically, it sounds a lot, but it's £1,500, it's a seat, but you either sponsor a seat, you do fundraising for your company to get a seat, or people pay for a seat. About what the prizes, and you get free entry into like pretty damn good raffle prize, to be honest.
Pretty damn good raffle prize. Well, that sold it to me. I'll have 10. I like that. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us. And we would like to catch up again after and see how it went. And, we would like to feature you again in the magazine about it, because it is such a great thing. And you are looking at Kent charities as well. And you are one of Kent's heroes, and a national one. But yeah, Kent. Yeah, we're a bit about Kent today. So thank you very much for joining. I'm going to stop the recording, and I'll do that right now.